Hello, let's continue our Sudoku adventure with Relay by Riffclown. So this continues our tradition of having Riffclown create all of the ones that are 1 or 51, because Riffclown did create the very first Sudoku adventure puzzle, and most of 1s and 51 since then. All right, so this is 651. It's called Relay, and we just have standard German whispers. So what are the rules? We have normal 6x6 Sudoku rules, meaning in every row, every column, and every 2x3 box, we are placing the digits 1 to 6 exactly once each. We also have these German whisper lines in the grid. The way these lines work is adjacent digits along the line have to have a difference of at least 3. So let's pick ones that aren't affected by these givens over here. So if this was a 2, we need to be at least 3 away from 2. So this could be 5 or 6. Any other digit, if you subtract the bigger from the smaller, you're going to end up with 1 or 2. So this is difference of 1. This would be difference of 0, difference of 1, difference of 2. Now we get up into the difference of 3 or difference of 4, which is allowed. So we could only put a 5 or a 6 next to this too. Hopefully that makes sense. That's true of all adjacent digits along the line. There is a link in the description if you'd like to try the puzzle yourself, and I'm going to get started right now. All right, this 3 does tell us we need a 3 down here somewhere. We need to be wary of 3s on German whisper lines because both 3 and 4 are special digits for German whispers in 6x6, where a 3 can only be next to a 6. It's the only digit that's 3 away, right? You can't subtract 3. That gets you down to 0 or lower. And if you add 3, you get 6 or higher. So we need 6 on both sides of it. So in certain situations, you can't put the 3 like, do we have one in this grid? We may not have one in this grid. But where you end up with these two cells both being 6, and if they see each other, that's bad. But in this case, actually, we're fine. The other thing that we can talk about with German whisper lines is the concept of low and high. Low would be a 1, 2, 3, and high would be 4, 5, 6. We've just split all the digits down the middle and called the lower ones low and the higher ones high. And a German whisper is always going to alternate between low and high. So if this cell is from 1, 2, or 3, we're ignoring anything else about the puzzle. If this cell is 1, 2, or 3, you cannot subtract 3 in order to get 3 or more difference. So you're going to have to add 3 or more. And by adding 3 or more, because even subtracting 3 from the biggest low digit of 3 gets you down to 0. So adding 3 or more, starting from the smallest digit 1, you end up with 4, 5, or 6. And then from the 4, 5, 6, we have the opposite problem. You can't add 3, so you're going to subtract at least 3 and get back down to 1, 2, 3. So you always alternate low, high, low, high. Now, we don't know whether it starts low or high, but we know it alternates. So I'm trying to decide which. I think I want to start here. We're just going to color green, purple, green, purple, green to represent the alternation. And we don't know whether green is low or green is high, but we know purple is the other one. So these are both purple because they are next to a green. And so we're expecting 3 greens and 3 purples in every row, column, and box. Now, we know that we don't know which is which, but we know one of these is green and one is purple because they're next to each other. That means there is a purple in one of these two, and there's 2 more purples here. So the box can't have any more purples. So this has to be green. We don't know whether 1 and 3, we know they're the same color as each other, but we don't know whether they're green or purple. There must be something more I can do here. Let's see. We know these are the same color as each other. And those match these colors. So I guess I could use another set of colors here. We could do... What just happened? I don't know. Oh, I think I might have hit numlock? No, I don't know. We need red. Let's do red and yellow. So red, yellow, red, yellow, red. And then these are both going to be yellow. So we don't know whether yellow is green or yellow is purple, but it's going to be one of them. So... okay, so I'm already seeing here, one of these two is going to be yellow as well. Right? So this one has to be red. And so we actually know that red is low. And these are about to combine with each other. So I reserved blue and orange for a reason. Because once I know what is low, I like to make that blue. And once I know what is high, I like to make that orange. And now we know that there's the last orange in this column is in one of these 2 cells, because there's a blue and an orange here. Which means this can't also be orange. So green is blue. And then purple is orange. And now we have them connected together. And we know that blue is low. Okay, so like this is a 1, 2, I guess we could say. I don't really want to put digits yet. I want to see if we can keep coloring, but if this was low, it sees a 1 and a 3. Same with this, it would have to be a 2. One of these is low. So one of these is a 2. That's an interesting deduction. Let me explain again. One of these two must be low because they're next to each other on this line. And whichever one is low, it's going to see a 1 and a 3, making it have to be a 2. So there's definitely a 2 among these two, and the 2 has to be next to a 5 or a 6. Is there... So that means this cell can't be 2, because whether this is a 2 or this is a 2, this cell sees them both. So that forces this cell to be a 3. Now next to 3, we said can only be 6, meaning that can't be a 6 anymore. Making this a 4 or a 5. Now 4 or 5 has to be next to 1 or 2. We can't put a 3 there. And this 1 tells us it's a 2, meaning this can't actually be 4, making this a 5. This 2 makes this a 5, which is large, and then this is small, it has to be the 2. Makes that a 1. Very nice. We get 1, 2, 3 here. So this is 1, 2, 3. They're all blue. These are both orange. This is 4, 5, 6. This is 4, 5, 6, and we can fill it out a bit. That's not a 2. 2 can't be next to 4. 1 could be next to 4. This can't be a 3, so this can't be the 6. This is 1 or 2. Oh, sorry. This can't be the... Never mind. This not being 3 does not restrict this one. Sorry, I got that backwards. This is 4, 5, 6, though. One of these is a 4. Whichever of these is 4, it is next to this cell here, making this have to be a 1. Not same here, because if this is not a 4, this can be anything other. Anyway, we can continue coloring. These are all blue. This is blue for this line here. We can finish this line with orange and blue. That's all the blues for this box. So the rest are orange. This finishes the column with a blue, finishes the row with oranges, finishes this box with an orange. This is a 2. So this 6 tells us this is 6 and this is 4. That makes this a 4. Not surprising, given it's surrounded by 1s. That's not a 4. This is definitely blue for the box. This column needs a blue. These rows finish with a blue and an orange. I actually have to pause. All right, continuing. So we're basically done. This is a 3 and this is a 2. This is 5 or 6. These are 1, 2, 3. So is this. So what are we getting here? This is our 2. These cannot be 2s. 1, 3 pair. This is a 2. This is our 3 for the row. We need a 1 for the box. This is 4. We get our 3 and 1 here. Our 3 and 1 here. These are a 4, 5, 6. This can be anything. It's surrounded by 1s. 2, 5, 6, 2, 5, 6. Is there a... Yeah, this 3 gives us a 6 here, which gives us 4. 5, 6, 5. We get our 6, 5, 4. We get our 5 and 6, and we're done. All right, neat puzzle, Riffclown. Nice coloring exercise there. And then I don't know if it was necessary, but I liked this logic of a 2 had to be in one of these 2 cells, forcing this to be a 3, and that kind of that really helped us. That helped us finish the puzzle. So, did it force it to be 3, or I don't remember exactly the order of events, but one of these having to be 2 was super helpful and a neat discovery. All right, well, let me know how you did, and if you enjoyed this, why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.